Hello there, welcome to my bench once again. In today's tutorial I'm going to tie you up a wet fly, or you can also consider it a streamer, I suppose. It's where it's tied on a long shank streamer hook, but it's under the wet flies in the book The Best 1000 Flies, and it's simply called the Brown Bomber. It's an attractor pattern, of course, so I figured I'd give this guy a whirl for you today. So we'll get him a device, a fresh hook in, and I'll get going here. The hook is a mustad 79580 and a size 8, so I'll get him locked down in the vise here. Just like so. Clamp him in. Okay, and I'm using for thread UTC 70 denier in black. But the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to wrap the shank with lead wire here. I'm using 0.150 lead wire. And I'm going to put quite a few wraps on this guy, pretty near the whole shank. So we'll get that wrapped on here. And probably 20-25 wraps once I'm done here. So I want to get them quite heavily weighted. Okay, snip that off there. I'm going to come back this way a ways here, like so. Wiggle that off. Okay, we'll squeeze those wraps together tight. Just like so. There we go. Okay, now we'll start our thread on the hook. Right in front of that lead, I'm going to start my thread here. Build a small dam, then jump on top of the lead here. I'm going to work back. Just like so, and then build another little dam behind the lead. Jump up on top again. We'll make a few wraps up and down to secure that really well. And that's fine. I'll snip that tag end off and work back to just about in front of the barb here. Okay, now the tail is simply red hackle barbels. So I got a red saddle hackle here, and I'm going to pull some off for the tail. So probably 15 to 20 barbels, fibers here. Pull those off, keep the tips even, and we'll measure that up. Actually, I want a few more than that, so I'm going to get another bunch off here. Just bear with me. Okay. That should be fine there. Okay, that's more like it. Okay. And about hook gap length is the length we want our tail. Tie that in with a pinch loop on top. Just like so. Wrap forward. Snip that off to right where the lead starts there, where it meets the lead. Bind that down. Okay, now our first section of black chenille will tie in, and I stripped the fuzzies off here, so it's just the you want a little bit of the thread core showing there, and we'll tie that in right there. Just like so. Work back. There we go. Wrap that forward. Snip that end off. Okay, just wrap that 3 to 4 turns of the chenille. Just like so here. Go one more. And we'll tie this guy off. Okay, wrap that down good. Secure wraps. Come in and snip off the excess. And save that piece because we use that for our next 2 sections. And bind that down good. And come right in front of your chenille there. Okay, and we'll take our first brown hen saddle hackle. We're going to tie that in by the stem right in front here. Just like so. Tie that down good. And we'll snip that stem off there. Okay. Grab my hackle pliers. We're going to wrap this guy 3 to 4 turns right in front of our chenille. Get a hold of him here. Okay, just stroke that back as you wrap. Just like so here. Okay, bring that thread back a ways. Okay, looks like we'll get about one more turn here. Yeah, I'll tie him off right there underneath. A couple wraps. fine. Release the pliers. Come up. Snip that tip off there. Okay. Yeah, just make sure that's even around there the best you can get it. And I'm going to wrap back, pull it back, and wrap back on it just a bit. Okay. There's our first bunch of hackle there, first section. And we'll tie in our next section of black chenille. Same deal. Just expose some of that thread core there. Tie in with. Right in front of the hackle. Wrap back. Then forward once again. Same deal. We're going to do 3 or 4 turns here. It's 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Tie that off once again. Okay, 3 to 4 good securing wraps. Come in and snip off the excess nice and close. Okay. Tie that down. Real good with secure wraps here. Okay. Now we'll tie in our next section of hackle. Grab another hen hackle here. Tie that in right in front of your chenille. Same deal. Wrap forward. Tie down that stem good. Snip off the excess. Hackle pliers. Come in. Wrap it the same way. Just like so. Okay, first wrap right in front. And just stroke them back if you can as you go. Just like so here. Okay, my pliers let go. That's no big deal. Just grab back a hold of that guy. There we go. They can be a little fragile, these hen hackles. We'll tie that guy off. Same deal. Couple wraps. Come in and snip off the excess. There we go. Okay. Pull everything back. Wrap back a ways. Onto that guy, like so. And there's our second hackle. Okay, next tie in our last section of chenille for the body. Same deal. I'm going to strip off some of those, expose the core there, thread core to tie in. And we'll wrap back on this guy. Then forward once again. Okay. First wrap here, right in front of our hackle. And we're just repeating the same process, 3 to 4 wraps. Come back. Underneath, we're going to tie this guy off. Okay, trim off the excess. Just like so there. Bind that down good. Several snug wraps. Okay, and our last hackle. We'll grab our third hen hackle here. Tie it in, right in front of your chenille once again. Just like so there. Wrap that stem down good. This time I'll fold it back. Snip off the excess. And we'll wrap our hackle one last time here. Our front hackle. Same deal. Pliers on them here. First wrap right directly in front. And just wrap that forward. Just like so. There we go. Come up around. And I'll tie him off right there. Whoops. Okay, that broke on me. That just shows you what I mean when I say they're really fragile feathers here. So I'll go a little easier with this guy this time. Okay. Try this again. Wrap wrap them forward here. Doesn't take much pressure to snap these little hackles. You always want to remember that when you're wrapping them. A couple wraps to tie them off. Okay. A couple more. And we'll come in and snip that guy off. Actually, I'm going to fold this last hackle back. Tie back onto him here. And then we'll reach in to snip off that excess tip. Just like so. There we go. A couple more fibers there to get. Right there. Okay. Same deal. Just work that around. Now pull everything back. And wrap back onto them there. Start to form a small neat head here on your fly. Just like so. Okay. Now all it's left to do with this guy is a whip finish and he's a done deal. Really easy fly to tie, just a few steps. Okay, so I'll come in with the whip finish. Do a 4 or 5 turn whip finish. And give him a few turns here. Snip that down. Good and tight. We'll snip off our excess here. There we go. And I'm just going to have a look at it, make sure it looks good. Everything looks okay. Okay, there we have it. Another size 8 brown bomber. And my last step is to put some solar res on the thread wraps here. Solar res bone dry. So I'll get some on my needle. And we'll work that around here gradually. Just like so. Okay, bring in my UV light. I'm going to give that a little quick cure here. 10-15 seconds or so. Okay, that's fine. Okay, there we have it. So, once again, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. And if you can, you got the materials, give this guy a tie, give him a try. And I want to thank you for watching, like always. And as I always say, if you're a new viewer and you'd like to see more flies in the future, just hit that good old subscribe button. I would really appreciate that a lot. And throw in a like too if you wish. I'll see if I can bring this guy in on a close-up for you without screwing the focus up too much. There we go. So, until next time, I want to wish everyone happy tying, and I'll see you again soon. And so long for now, folks.